Alright, what's up guys? Welcome to a Sneakers Insight video. And in today's video, I don't know if I'm allowed to talk on this, but I mean the shoes are out. So that's why I'm like, the thing is this, like I feel like I might be talking on something that I shouldn't be talking on. But here's the thing though, I didn't talk about it at the time when I had these shoes. Alright, yes, at one point in time, I had these shoes. I didn't own them. Nike has sent them out to me. So no, there's this program where Nike allows you to test out their shoes and stuff. And so yeah, this was I think 2021. I think it was 2021. I think that's when I had tested these shoes out. But overall though, yeah, they so there's this program. All right, so I feel like I need to give you guys like a whole backstory. So anyways, I was bored. All right. Yeah, because this was like, I think it was, I don't think it was 2020. I think it was 2021 when I had signed up for the program. But, anyways, I wanted to do some things. I wanted to like get outside more. I wanted to, just do like just anything that was going to get me outside. So, anyways, I think I can't remember how exactly. I think I was looking at like Nike like sponsorships or affiliate programs and stuff, and couldn't find nothing. But I did stumble upon like this like product testing part of Nike's website. So I was like, all right, you know what, let me go ahead see what this is all about and things. And overall see like where exactly this take me. So I signed up for a bunch of different stuff. And I because they had like, it was like clothes, and then shoes, of course. I feel like there might have been some other like stuff to test out, but I was like, yeah, I just signed up for everything. And so, anyways, then yeah, it was like, I think I did get denied. Yeah, I got denied for the other stuff, but they was all like, yeah, sure, we'll have you test out some sneakers and stuff before they fully release and things. And so, anyways, first pair of shoes that they sent me were the Nike Motivas. And so, anyways, so my thought process at the time, like when they did that, I was like, whoa, this is crazy. Like, all right, because I was kind of like already outside like exercising a little bit and stuff, like jogging a little. I didn't really jog as much because no, so that's what they had me do. Like, that's how I knew it was serious, like, because they had me do an interview. And so I'm pretty much like sitting right exactly here. You can see the sneakers in the background and stuff. So I was like, all right, I'm trying to think. I think I wore a Nike shirt too. I was like, nah, because I'm like, yeah, I don't know. Why would I wear like a suit and a tie and all this other extra stuff? I'm like, nah, man, that's doing too much. Let me go ahead and get a Nike shirt real quick, put that on, and yeah, do this interview and stuff. So yeah, the guy, he was just sitting down asking me some questions, seeing how I would overall just I guess feel about testing out the shoes, like, what would be my thought process, all that stuff. And then at one point in time, he did ask me that. He was like, are you a sneakerhead? Obvious as day, obvious as day. Just overall, like, you could see the sneaker collection in the background. And so anyways, I was like, yeah, a little bit, I am. But yeah, so he was like, yeah, we'll send you out a pair of shoes to test out and things, and then eventually I will have to send them back. And that was one thing that I was always big on. I'm like, I am going to send, because I imagine that somebody would be like, oh, free pair of shoes, and then yeah, then they'll just take them. But I'm like, no, I am sending you these shoes back. If I gotta do some whatchamacallit, Forrest Gump stuff, travel all the way across country to yeah, jog all the way across country to give you guys these shoes, I am doing that, okay? But you guys will get these shoes, okay? So anyways, they sent me out the Nike Motivas. They hadn't even been announced. Like, I even remember I looked them up and there was nothing on these shoes. It was, so actually no, so I didn't, because at the time being, like, I didn't know of the name. I think I had just looked up like Nike running shoes. I didn't see nothing. I went to their website and seen nothing. So that's how I knew like these shoes were on release. Like, ain't nobody. So they do kind of like look different, because I'm trying to think, like, dang, I can't even really remember, because I mean it was some years ago. But I think the Nike, I don't think they had the Nike. It was either this Nike sign that's on the midsole or the Nike sign on the upper. One of them two Nike signs wasn't there. I think it might have been on the upper. I feel like the Nike sign was there on the midsole, but it wasn't on the upper. So they did change that up a little bit. I think they did kind of change up this area, the shoelaces, where there's like this strap like thing. That it doesn't like come off or anything, but I think this was I think this was the last model that they sent me, but comparing it to the first model, yeah, it was slightly different and stuff. They had me test these shoes out a few times. Like, it wasn't like no one time test. Like, they sent me out multiple models to test out. And so I'm like, man, I don't know. Like, I feel like I should contact somebody, because what concerns me is that I'm going to upload this video, and then Nike is going to see it, and then Nike is going to be like, hey, you've been kicked out of this program because you talked on. But that's the thing, like, I remember them saying that, like, you can't talk about the shoes, like, while, like, you're in this testing thing, but they never say anything about, like, when the shoes release, like, like, I mean, if my thing is this, if they contact me and they're all like, hey, like, even after the fact, like, you can't talk on your testing period with the shoes, I'm like, hey, then I won't do any more videos. But I mean, I don't know why they would trip. I mean, the shoes are out. If anything, yeah, I'm promoting the shoes and stuff. So that's how I look at it. I look at it as like I'm promoting the shoes and things. But anyways, continuing on with this story time and stuff. But no, so they sent me out the first pair, and they was like, all right, we want to, because that's what they do when they send you out these shoes. They set a goal for you. So they set a goal for me, and they was all like, hey, we want you to jog, run, just overall exercise, like, for 40 miles in these shoes and stuff. So I'm like, dang, man, 40 miles. But they gave me more than enough time, because actually I think I had doubled. I have to, like, check again and stuff, but I think I had doubled the goal that they gave me. Because no, so anyways, so I am going to talk on how I believe that I had got a leg injury. Wasn't off of these shoes, but it was off of another pair of Nike shoes that I wore, and I'm like, shouldn't have worn those Nike shoes. But I'll get to that part in a moment. But anyways, so I'm testing out the shoes. I'm like, all right, these shoes, they feel comfortable. They got like that good feel to it and things, cushioning and all that and stuff. So I'm like, nah, I like these. These are cool. So anyways, first day I went jogging out in them, and it was raining outside. So I was like, I was kind of skeptical of, like, wearing these shoes while it was raining. But that is one thing about these shoes. Like, I didn't slip at all when wearing them. Like, all throughout the time of, like, wearing these shoes, like, they was not slippery at all. And so that was one thing that I did like about the shoes. And then comfort wise, I was like, yeah, the shoes freaking amazing and stuff. So, but anyways, but yeah, overall though, they had I'm running in them. I'm like jumping all over the place with this story. But anyways, so I'm running in them. I did 3 miles. I got like maybe to like that halfway portion of, like, so it was like 1.5 miles. I was winded. I was like, I am tired. Like, I know, bro. I'm like, cause I would jog, stop for a little bit, continue on jogging, stop for a little bit, continue on jogging. And I'm like, bro. So, but it was like, but I not like stop completely. Like, I'm just standing there. Like, no, I would like just walk fast. But so, yeah, I'm like going back and forth from like walking fast, jogging, walking fast, jogging. Bro, I'm telling you, I got to like that 1.5 mile mark, and I'm like, I'm winded. I'm tired, bro. I remember I was like in front of, because that's my thing. When I do something, I gotta like overachieve. I can't just do like little small, like, oh, let me jog 100 yards. And no, I'm like, I gotta do miles, bro. I'm like, I gotta travel some distance. I gotta run from Seattle to freaking New York. I'm like, I gotta like run some distance and stuff. But anyways, but no, overall though, like, I remember I was like, dang, man, I'm winded out. I'm like, let me just hurry up, do this lap real quick, and yeah, then just continue on with the jogging and things. But then no, eventually I went from doing like 3 miles to 5 miles, and then I remember there was one time where I was all like, nah, so where exactly I live at, so it ain't too far away from this area I used to live at from when I was a child. So yeah, I was like, fam, like, I'm telling you, like, I was doing 5 mile jogs every single day. Like, you guys, I'm telling you guys, like, back 2020, 2021, that was like my peak fitness of like exercising and stuff. Like, I was, bro, I'm telling you, and I don't think it helped at all either that I was drinking Red Bulls too. Like, I didn't stop drinking Red Bulls until it was maybe like 2 or 3 years ago. But yeah, like, but 2020, 2021, I was like, bro, I was waking up early. Well, no, actually I would like, no, not wake up, go to sleep. My fault on miscommunication with you guys. So before I would go to sleep at night, I remember it was like I started off early that year. I think that's what I was trying to say. I was like early that year, but I was like early in the morning. But no, but early in 2020, I remember I had started doing push-ups. So I remember I started doing like 20 push-ups. Then eventually I was doing 40 push-ups. Then I started doing 50. Then I started doing 100. Eventually I was doing like 300 to 400 push-ups every single night. So yeah, the push-up game, luck. And I'm like, I gotta start working on the legs. I'm like, I'm up doing working out on the body and things. I'm like, I gotta start working out on the legs. So, anyways, I started doing started exercising, walking a little bit. And then yeah, then that's when eventually I was all like, all right, let me sign up for this program. So I signed up for the program. And then yeah, then I was like, on top of doing the 300-400 push-ups every night, I'm doing 5 mile jogs. So yeah, it was like 5 mile jogs during the day, 400 push-ups at night. So that's how I would do them too. So I was doing like 4 sets of 75 push-ups, and then eventually I started doing like 4 sets of 100 push-ups. And I'm like, dang, bro, like what? I'm like, but no, so that was the thing though. Eventually I slowed down. I was like, no. So I had I remember I ended up doing the 40 miles. So I did the 40 miles. I remember I had sent the guy an email and I said, hey, I completed the goal. Do you guys want the shoes back now, or do you want me to keep them until like the time is up or something? And so they were all like, oh yeah, just go ahead and keep them. I didn't see that email. So I ended up jogging in these shoes. I ended up donating them shoes. I was like, nah, bro, them shoes tried to take my leg out. So anyways, I jogged in these one shoes. I can't even think of the name of those shoes, but it was like these high top like Nike React. Hold on for a second. Nike React high top. Let's see. That's not. Is it these? The frenzies. I think it was these shoes. I think it was these Nike React frenzies. I think it was those ones. But anyways, went out jogging in them. I'm like, all right, Nike, it's Nike React shoes. What could possibly go wrong? Fam, the upper part where it kind of is like in that like ankle Achilles like area and stuff, like it's like that upper ankle part dug into it, like that high top part was just digging into that to that back of my leg and stuff. So I didn't really notice it at first, but I was like, I think I messed my leg up. Like I'm like, nah, it just don't feel right and things. But so eventually the guy was all like, oh yeah, continue jogging in the at the time they wasn't calling them the Nike Motivas, they was just like the Nike test shoes and stuff. So he was like, yeah, continue jogging in them. So I did continue jogging in them. That's when it started hitting me that I'm like, no, something ain't right. Because I think it was right after I had jogged in them high top, like them frenzies, them Nike React frenzies. I started back jogging in these. Bro, I remember there was one day where while I was like walked back home, like cause I was like I couldn't jog anymore. Like my leg was shot. I ended up walking back home. I was limping. And I think because like the adrenaline was like it was rushing so like much throughout me and stuff, like I didn't feel the pain, but something wasn't right. I was like, I can't walk on this leg. I'm like, no, just something ain't right. But it wasn't like hurting, like, oh, I'm like, oh my God, like I'm like laid out doing some like Family Guy, Peter Griffin, like breathing stuff. So I'm like, nah, I'm chilling. But the nights, bro, oh my God, man, I'm telling you, it felt like somebody had just took a blowtorch to my leg. My leg was burning, bro. It was bad. I'm like, no, I'm telling you guys, like people probably ask like on the scale from like 1 to 10, how bad was it? 10. Like the pain woke me up out my sleep. I'm like, there ain't too many times where a pain, like when you're sore from working out, if anything, that's gonna put me to sleep. I'm like, that's why I'm like, fam, I love a good workout to where it's just like I'm just laid out on the bed where it's like, like you pretty much like you can dump a whole like bucket of water on me. Yeah, but I'm telling you, like on a like good day of working out, bro, I'm like, man, and then like waking up, it's like the soreness almost feels good. This did not feel good. That's how much of a workout freak that I am. Like I love being sore from a workout. Like bro, that's why I be like like not so much cuz I kind of got like my at home gym and stuff. I should get a gym membership. But no, I just remember back when I was in high school and I had weight training, bro. I'm telling you, you guys like because like that was like me like peak time of my life. I just started drinking Red Bulls. Fam, like I'll be up in there dumbbells, just going crazy with it and things. Like that's why I have to say, like, I'm still kind of like like not trying to like throw any of my friends under the bus and stuff, throw no shade towards them. But I would say that I'm pretty athletic. You know, like, yeah, I might not be like sports athletic, but I'm like, I can lift weights if I need to. I can jog if I need to. I can do push-ups if I need to. Like, there be at times people be telling me that they can't even do 20 push-ups. And I'm like, fam, 20 push-ups for me was a punishment when I was a kid. I'm like, if I got in trouble, I was like, fam, it was like, I was constantly like, drop down, give me 20. And I'm like, fam, I'm sitting there doing push ups. I remember one time it got so bad, I was like, fam, I can't do it. I'm like, my arms are shot. I'm like, I can't do it no more. So, but yeah, I've always have been like a fitness person growing up. So yeah, it was like, so yeah, it was, but that was the thing though, the difference between being sore and my leg feeling like it was on fire. I'm like, bro, nah, that's not good. So I ended up having to get like some of those compression sleeves and wearing those. Like, I was wearing it to bed. Like, that's how bad it was. Like, I think compression sleeves, they're more so used for like when you're exercising. Nah, bro, I was wearing that stuff. I mean, I would wear them while I was exercising. I pretty much wore them the whole day. I was like, I ain't gonna take this mess off until I either shower or until my leg starts feeling better. But I was like, yeah, I think I did get that. I think I did. No, I know I had already had some icy hot. I can't remember if I did. I think I did use icy hot, but it didn't do nothing. Icy hot does absolutely nothing for me. Icy hot is just like, I feel when my like part of my body gets cold, but after that I'm like, what was the reason? Like, there's been times I bought some icy hot and I'm like, bro, like, even this icy hot, man, I'm like, this stuff, it feels like pepper spray. Like, ain't nobody told me. I'm like, bro, I remember I sprayed that stuff one time and I'm like, oh my god. I'm like, I can see and feel every single dust particle in my room right now. I'm like, nah, that stuff, it's pepper spray. It's pretty much like, it's like over the counter pepper spray and stuff. So, but anyways, but yeah, overall though, but that was the one thing about these shoes, like when jogging and like with that leg pain, it was like, fam, I still continued on jogging. Like, I still was jogging every single day and stuff. So I could have actually like permanently messed my leg up. Like, that was a scary thing about it. But yeah, it's just, with me just wanting to exercise, I'm like, yeah, I wanted to get outside. I was like, I don't care how much my leg is hurting. I need to get outside. So yeah, man, went ahead, got these, and yeah, or Nike sent them out to me, completed the goal. I think I got like, it was either 70 or 80 miles done. And then they sent, no, I think it was 80 miles. And then they wanted me to do 70 miles because they sent me out multiple versions of the Nike Motivas. And so I remember the second time around, they sent me, they wanted me to do like 70 miles. Did that, no problem. At one point, I'm trying to think, because no, then yeah, then I remember they sent me another pair, and I got COVID, and I was like, bro, I couldn't even like fully test the shoes out and stuff. But anyways, yeah, I was like, man, it was a lot, it was a lot testing these shoes out. But I know if anybody was wondering, like, oh man, I wanted to get these shoes, like, are they good shoes? Yes, they are, in my opinion, probably the best, like, jogging, walking. Like, it's one of those shoes where I'm like, yeah, I haven't gotten me a pair just yet. I'm like, I don't think they're coming out with any more colorways. I think that like all the colorways that they got. Hold on, let me go on GOAT for a minute and see what they got. I'm gonna go on GOAT and StockX Nike Motiva. Let's see what StockX got, because sometimes you might see, because I think StockX is popular than GOAT. But yeah, let's just see what they got on GOAT first. So yeah, they got quite a few different ones to own and stuff. They got because the ones that I was like mainly, yeah, it kind of looks like there's like the black and white one. That's the ones where it kind of looks like, dang, they actually got quite a few different colorways. I like the ones I used for this video, these blue ones. I was like, yeah, I think if I were to get me a pair of the Nike Motivas, it's definitely gonna be these blue ones. They don't even cost that much either. Oh no, they are still releasing these shoes. So yeah, they just recently came out with some, and back in March, in April too. So yeah, they are still releasing them and things, bro. It'd be sick if Nike there is all like, yeah, we want you to be like the spokesperson, or we want to do like a collaboration, because it would definitely be I would definitely do like a collaboration with the Motivas. And what else? Like, there's quite a few shoes I would do collaboration, but I'm like, yeah, you don't really see too many people do a collaboration with like athletic shoes, like running shoes, workout shoes, stuff like that. So, oh yeah, I definitely would do collaboration with Nike if they was like, we want to collaborate with you and do like a Nike Motiva commercial. Oh, 100%. 100%. I'm like, you let me know the time and place, I am there. All right. So, but anyways, yeah, the Nike Motivas, they're good shoes. I definitely recommend them. But anyways, with that being said, I will talk to y'all later. Thank you guys for watching. Like, subscribe if you are new to the channel. Stay tuned for some more sneakers insight videos, and peace.